Preparations in Camps Bay buzzed in anticipation of the dress in ivory vintage by Spanish designer Inés de Santo. But we'd have to wait until the ceremony to see it.
I feel really relaxed. I don't feel too stressed out. I think the whole process has been really easy for me. My girlfriends, my bridesmaids have kept me so sane, so I'd love to know what's going on the other side. I'd love to be a fly on the wall because I know they're probably having a freak out because it's all surfers and they've never worn suits before.
I'm definitely used to wearing a wetsuit. I guess this is some form of a suit, but no, I'm really enjoying it. I don't get to dress up very much, so getting dressed up with all my boys is really cool.
I met Jordy 3 years ago at the Queen's Plate.
I swear, I just saw her and I said to a friend of mine, oh my gosh, who is that? And he was like, oh, come on, dude, she's out of your league, she's out of your league. And I'm like, come on, for real, who is she? I need to know who this girl is. And I ended up walking up and asking her out, and she shut me down. And I was okay with that, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, what about your number? She shut me down again.
He stalked me, basically. He asked me out like 3 or 4 times and I always said no.
I got her number from a friend and asked her, I said, give me one date, and I changed her mind. And
he changed my mind in the way that he made me laugh from the beginning of the first date to the end of the first date. I'm still laughing today and I love it.
For Jordy, it was love at first sight, but with his focus on surfing, he was oblivious to Lyndall's fame.
Once I'd got home after that and I'd spoken to a few friends and buddies, they said to me, yeah, you know who that is? You know who that is? I'm like, I don't know. I know her name's Lyndall, but yeah, why? And they're like, dude, that's like Lyndall Jarvis. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? And next thing they were like, oh, she's the, you know, FHM sexiest woman and all this. I was like, what? J-Dog's got some skills.
A Durbanite who grew up in the Indian Ocean, he made his name on the waves of the ASP World Tour. And so it was right that the sea be witness to his happiest moment.
So yeah, the proposal and how we got engaged, I was, you know, I'm a surfer, so.
He asked me to go for a tandem surf, which we've done before a few times. So I didn't think anything was up, but we caught a couple of waves and I think it was about the 3rd wave and I was like, babe, I'm not enjoying myself. I've been hit in the head with a surfboard, I've been drowned like 3 times. And he was like, no, babe, just one more. And I was like, okay, fine. Okay. So we catch the wave and we're going down the wave. He said, babe, turn around. And I'm busy getting ready to stand up. And I was like, oh, babe, I can't look around now. So I turn around and I look at him and he's down on one knee and he's like, will you marry me? And I got such a fright. I flipped the surfboard, he dropped the ring.
I was searching for the ring and anyway, I got it up and I was like, oh my gosh. I ended up getting it, I put it on the wrong finger. And then when I put it on the wrong finger, she's like, it's the wrong finger, babe. I'm like, get it off the next one. So we put it on the other finger and yeah, we started crying and making out and yeah, it was a memorable moment.
Newport Beach, California hosted the proposal. The Grand Beach Cafe in Granger Bay, Cape Town was the venue for surfing's wedding of the year.
I'm really lucky because one of my best friends and bridesmaid is my wedding planner as well. That's what she does. This is Victoria. Hi. I said to Victoria I wanted classic white with just a splash of color. And
a beach wedding.
And a beach wedding, yes, because obviously you have to get married on the beach, marrying a surfer.
We've gone with Lyndall's favourite flower, which is the orchid. We've also pulled in a very pretty confetti and collected frangipanis for that, which is traditional beach. And lots of details, perfect for Lyndall Jarvis.
Their guests, who know the 6'3", number 4 ranked surfer in the world as an emotionally composed guy, were in for quite a surprise.
I was totally fine until I walked around the corner, I saw him, and he was like, whoa. I was like, no, don't cry because that's going to take me over the edge. And immediately the whole way down I had to look at the floor.
It was like you were filling up a fishbowl. I just remember going like glug, 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 like that. The next thing I was just like, and then I couldn't take it anymore. I just was like, oh my gosh, it's the prettiest woman I've ever seen in my life.
In agreement were best man and surf commentator Damien Farrenford, Jody's coach Jared Howes, and cheering from the bride side was TRACY McGregor.
I've known Lyndall for many years. We shot FHM together, we've shot many things together, and actually traveled a lot together, which is nice, because when you're traveling you really get to know someone, you know. So yeah, I'm so happy to be on their big day. I mean, Jordy is just her prince and her his princess. So to see them really, you know, get married and finalize the whole thing is beautiful.
Jordy and Lyndall, I was with them when they met at the Queen's Plate a couple of years ago. I've known Jordy for years with the surfing and Lyndall through the modelling, so it's fabulous that they've got together, and I'm here to celebrate this beautiful day with them.
Being a professional surfer and a bit older than Jordy, he came on tour, and I spent a lot of time, watched him grow through his career, win a bunch of contests. To spend those special moments with him and then be invited to this very special wedding, that's awesome. And very glamorous, but at the same time nice and relaxed. Good bunch of people here, and I'm looking forward to a good evening.
Following the sun is the dream of the classic 60s surf movie Endless Summer, and Dominic Peters of Goldfish reckons this couple are living it.
What can you wish for a couple that has it all, I mean, Jordy and Lyndall have just got the dream life. I think everyone can kind of attest to that, and I think it's more just about doing justice to the lucky gift they have. They're incredibly blessed, and I think that comes with a lot of responsibility, and I hope they can enjoy themselves and have an amazing life together.
I've never met two people with such similar, almost identical senses of humor and personalities. They're just constantly making each other laugh all the time, so it's a perfect partnership, and the wedding's been beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful weddings I've ever seen in my life.
They've both become the most beautiful people that they can be together, and they've had a great relationship for 3 years, and it's just, look at this wedding. It's just amazing, and it's such an honor to be here celebrating good old-fashioned true love.
Quite a few guys were getting some tissues out, and it was really, really beautiful. Such a pleasure being here.
I'm a married man of all of 3 years now, and we've just had our first little boy who's 3 months old. I guess the only advice that I could give in this early stage is, Jordy, Lyndall's always right.
As long as she agrees that he's the best. Whether he's parking a car or making coffee, he always tells Lyndall that he is the best. And since only one man was allowed to remove the garter, he was tops at that too.
All I know is that I married this man, and I could not be happier.
Have the most beautiful woman in the world. Hanging 10 with her for the rest of my life. And we're going to ride this wave, and this wave of happiness, and I love you, baby.
I love you.
Come August, Lyndall and Jordy will be honeymooning in the islands of Bora Bora. May their summer indeed prove endless.